Welcome to Zoological World. Today we are discuss about fox snakes. Fox snakes are a type of non-venomous rat snake that inhabit areas of North America east and west of the Mississippi from Missouri north into southern Ontario, Canada. They don't generally exceed 4.5 feet in length but can reach 6 feet. They are excellent rodent control, especially around barns and fields. Mistaken identity cases plague these snakes. They rattle their tails when they become frightened, and they have a similar color pattern to the Massasauga rattlesnake. People kill them when they confuse fox snakes with Massasauga rattlesnakes. As if their behavior wasn't enough for a case of mistaken identity, their heads are a copper to bronze color, making people believe they're venomous copperheads. Amazing facts about fox snakes. Fox snakes are close cousins to king snakes and gopher snakes. Their markings are similar to Massasauga rattlesnakes. They are excellent climbers even though they don't hang out in the trees all the time. Where to find fox snakes? Western fox snakes typically inhabit the edges of forests near rivers and other water sources. They're not often in the water and prefer to live in slightly arid conditions. They don't generally live in urban areas but can live in barns and abandoned buildings where they feel there's protection and rodents are present. This species has a flexible diet and will eat mice, birds, young rabbits, lizards, and amphibians, although the adults tend to favor warm-blooded prey. While these snakes are agile climbers, they prefer to be on the ground and often hide under rocks, logs, or in old rodent burrows. The opposite of their western cohorts, eastern fox snakes live in open prairies, marshes, and cultivated fields. They prefer wetter environments. These snakes tend to favor ground-nesting birds and rodents. Like all rat snakes, fox snakes are excellent climbers and can go just about anywhere seeking a meal. During the spring and fall they're primarily diurnal, but during the summer can also be active at night. Juveniles of both species will eat lizards and amphibians, and develop a taste for warm-blooded prey as they grow. Fox snakes' scientific name. These Pantherophis genus snakes are members of the Colubridae family and are closely related to king snakes and gopher snakes. Pantherophis means panther snake, after their spotted pattern. Fox snakes don't look like foxes, however, like foxes, they release a horrible-smelling musk when they feel threatened. The eastern fox snake's scientific name, Pantherophis vulpinus, means fox-like panther snake. It's also a bit of a play on words. They're named after Reverend Charles Fox, 1815 to 1854, who collected the species holotype. Scientists named the western fox snake after Joseph Ramspot, hence, Pantherophis ramspoti. Ramspot was a graduate student working in the Cruther-White Lab at Southeastern Louisiana University when he passed away in 2004. Types of fox snakes. There are two recognized fox snake species that divide at the Mississippi: eastern fox snakes, Pages vulpinus, and western fox snakes, Pages ramspoti. When biologists originally named the western fox snake, they suggested dividing the two species at the Mississippi, and unsurprisingly, their ranges don't overlap in areas where that great river flows. These two species were considered the same for a long time, and only in the last 15 years, give or take, were they recognized as separate species. So, on a lot of pages, you'll see P. vulpinus listed as a western fox snake and a western fox snake, Pages ramspoti, listed as P. vulpinus. Either snake may be listed as Eliph vulpina. Yes, it's really that confusing. Eastern fox snakes crossbreed with wild gopher snakes, and because they are rat snakes, they are also closely related to king snakes, making that type of hybridization in nature a possibility as well. There's no evidence that the western fox snakes crossbreed in the wild, but anything is possible. Fox snakes. Population and conservation. In most areas, both fox snake species have stable populations. A few states in which they occur list them as threatened or vulnerable, but both the western and eastern fox snakes are on the IUCN Red List as least concern. Mistaken identity is the biggest threat to these snake species. However, they're also vulnerable to being hit by cars on roads and pushed out of their environment by real estate development.